Hey everyone, welcome back to Soft Wash Evolution. In this video, I'm going to show you several ways you can grow your wash business. Whether you're brand new and just looking to get your first few clients, or you've been doing this for 10 or 15 years and you're looking to expand. Partnering with other businesses when you don't have an advertising budget is a great free way to add new clients to your list. And I'm going to show you several ways how I did it, even if you have no money to start with. Stay tuned. All right, I'll kind of walk you through what I mean when I'm talking about advertising. You may be new, you're starting out, you don't have an advertising budget yet, you might not have a lot of money to spend, you've got your equipment, you know how to wash. When you first start out, everybody kind of encounters that. You're going to get the friends and family, you're going to wash their houses or decks or driveways, whatever you're doing. Those are quickly going to run out. Maybe you'll get the reference to, a family and friends coworker or someone they know that needs some service done. You're going to get kind of the freebies, as I call them. Those first few jobs that you get, do them right. They're going to take you a little while. You might make a mistake here or there. Learn from it. Hopefully there's no major mistakes where it causes damage or anything like that. But you'll get those first few. They're going to run out. You're going to kind of get frustrated because now you're going to have to spend money on advertising to get more customers. You're going to notice, just because it's human nature, you're going to start noticing all the yard signs everywhere. You're going to be following the competition on social media. You're going to be seeing all the awesome properties that they're doing, how much money they're making. And, you're going to get frustrated. You don't really have the money to spend on advertising. So what I like to do, especially when I was new and I didn't have a big advertising budget, or I didn't want to spend a ton of money on advertising, also because you don't know what really works yet, you don't want to just throw your money away. Those big companies, Google and Facebook and everybody, will gladly take all your money and give you nothing in return. So what you can do is use your competition to advertise for you. What I mean by that, especially when you're new, don't be afraid to go up and talk to people, your competitors. If it's just reaching out via text message or email, or give them a call, if you see them working, you don't have to instantly turn into we're enemies. You can say hi, be prepared you might get, not a warm welcome back, but that's fine too. Be the one to reach out, go to other wash people that are local, just say hi, tell them you're starting out, you're looking to learn, you're wanting to meet some other people. Don't instantly go up and expect them to give you customers. Don't say, hey, if you have any more that you can't get to, I'll take them from you. You don't want to be greedy or anything like that. Be appreciative if they do give you something, but just you're the new guy. You've got to kind of act like it. So be humble. If they instantly start being confrontational with you, well, you'll know who your friends are. But you can use your competition to advertise for you. When they start putting yard signs out and they're, getting all the leads and things like that, it's still a good thing for you because it lets everyone know. When I mean other customers, other homeowners, it lets them know they need to have washed and done too. And trust me, those guys can't get to everything because, not bragging, but I'm one of them. I've been doing it a while. I turn people away all the time. Not that I turn them away, but I can't get to them. They'll call or text or email or fill out the contact form on the site. Got this house, roof, gutter wash, patio, deck, whatever it is. I need it done within the next 4 weeks. I got a party coming up. I got, people coming over. It's a rental property. It needs to be done by this day. I simply can't get to it. I can't make more hours in the day. So I have to tell them the earliest date I have is this. They say, sorry, you need it done sooner. And they go to someone else. So you can get those ones, especially if you're new. You've got time immediately. So make friends with other wash companies, and it doesn't necessarily have to meet other wash companies. One of the first things I did, I met a window cleaning company. And you'll notice, if you've watched my channel before, I don't do windows. One of the reasons I just don't have the time. I've specialized in just this exterior washing, and I don't have window cleaning equipment. I've never done it. I'm not saying I never will. Maybe an expansion in the future, but I don't. Well, there's another company that I met the owner right away. It was one of my first year of doing it. He used to have the house wash, exterior washing company. He sold it, and he only does windows now. He's got 3 crews running, I think probably 8 guys, and that's all they do is commercial and residential window cleaning. So it worked out really well for him, because when he sold off that business, he needs someone to refer people to for washing. So he saw how good of a job I did, even though I was new. He knew my prices weren't going to be crazy high. He watched me work on a couple of them, saw what I did, saw my equipment, and he started referring a few of his customers to me. They'd say, oh, you know, his customers, they're having their windows done in a month or so, and they said, yeah, I really need the house washed too. Anybody you know? And he referred a couple of them. I made sure I did a real good job, like I always do. Thanked him for referring people to me, and it snowballed from there. It's to the point I can't even track how many he's given me, and I do the same for him. So I'll turn around, people always say, oh, I really want the windows done too. I said, well, I'll wash the house, get a hold of this company right here. They'll follow me right behind and do the windows either that same day or the next day or a week away, whatever it is. And we tag team tons of houses like that. We do residential. If I'd say it's probably 100 a year we do like that. Commercial also. We just did a dentist office the other day. He wasn't even there, his guys were there, but I washed the entire commercial building, over 4,500 square feet. It was all stucco and brick siding. I washed all that, and his guys were doing the windows. They were inside doing the interiors while I was washing the outside. I finished, and they went outside and washed the whole exterior. So things like that. I have the landscaping guy company that I know they do good work, and they're kind of small like me. It's only 2 or 3 guys that work there. They do the typical mowing and mulching and trimming and hedges and things like that. Do all the landscaping work. I don't do any of that. So they're not my competition, but I know they do good work, and they'll usually take on new customers, so I refer them to people. They're happy as could be about it. They got a free customer. They didn't have to do any advertising for it, and they return the favor. So don't be afraid to reach out to other exterior, service providers, and it doesn't even have to be exterior either. Plumbers, electricians, any type of service provider like that. If you need some electrical work done at your house or your apartment or plumbing, whatever it is, do a little research, get somebody that's local, a little smaller, kind of like you. Whether they're not just starting out or they're newer to the game, reach out to them and have your service done by somebody like that. Not saying they're going to owe you a favor, but you'll get more traction, something like that. They'll see that you're a small business owner starting up too. Leave them your card, show them what you do, make sure you thank them. Leave them a Google review. It's another great thing you can do. If you've got a personal Google profile, leave them one from there, and then also from your business profile. Maybe you're struggling to get some reviews. Log into your business Google My Business profile and go to the electrician who wired up a new outlet at your house. Leave them a great review from your business profile. People will see that on there. Maybe they'll have you come wash the exterior of their storefront or whatever they got. They all have houses. Maybe they'll have you come do that for them. It's just relationship building. Things like that go a long way. Sorry about the cut in the video there. Got the battery blinking on the camera, so I had to switch it out. Just finishing rinsing up this house. This one right here, this is an Airbnb. I've done this house probably twice a year for the past 3 years. I always do it in the spring and then again later in the summer. It's tourist season up here in upstate New York. This is just after Memorial Day. I think next week the Belmont Stakes. If you're familiar with racing, horse racing, Triple Crown. That happens here the past couple years in Saratoga. Normally they do it at the Belmont racetrack, but it's closed for maintenance or whatever they're doing. They're redesigning the whole place, so they've had it up here. We have a very large horse racing track here that goes all summer, but the Belmont is huge, so it brings in all kinds of people. I stay as far away from it as possible, but the Airbnbs and these short-term rentals go insane. Homeowners will literally go on vacation themselves somewhere else, even if it's not that far away. Sometimes they don't even go on vacation. They just get a hotel an hour away for cheap, still go to work, still live their lives, and use their home like this, a big 4 or 5 bedroom place, whatever this is, and rent it out as a short-term rental and make 10 times the money. It happens very frequently. This is a full-time Airbnb. This is rented, I think, all year round. Short-term rentals, maybe a couple of longer-term ones in the off-season, the winter time. But people come up here for skiing, for everything else in the winter. In the summertime, it's the track, it's camping, they go to the lake, to the mountains, things like that. All people from the city. This is upstate New York, so when I say the city, anyone south of here. New York City, Long Island, Connecticut, all New Jersey especially, all those people come up here. They love to spend their summers up here. A lot of my customers have that. They have multiple houses. But Airbnbs, short-term rentals, are a great revenue source, especially when you're new. They are a little bit difficult to get. You've kind of got to know the right people, but again, it's just building relationships. If you get one house, you do a great job, you don't know what that person is. Maybe they are a landlord that has 5 properties and they're all Airbnbs. They need these things washed all the time. If you think about how often the insides of these things need to be cleaned, they're hotels. Every week or every turnover of a rental, the place gets cleaned on the inside. So they're probably not going to get the outside cleaned every week, but they'll have it done more often than the average homeowner. They do not want a bad review saying, yeah, we got there, stayed at this house, you know, it was covered in all this green slime, there was dust and dirt all over the front porch, you know, we tracked it inside on our shoes, we didn't like it. They'll pay $300, $400, $500 to have the outside done. When you do them more often, they're easier to clean. And that's another thing, just mentioning the inside being clean. That's another referral program I have. Interior cleaning. The amount of people who work for themselves or work for small companies that do interior cleaning, maid service, especially in residential, you could throw a rock and hit 5 of them. It's usually women that run those companies or work for themselves, so they'll have, you know, weekly service or bi-weekly, whatever it is, but these turnovers, these Airbnbs, they do a ton of that. I have couple different companies that I work with, small business owners. They work by themselves, or maybe they have 1 employee, and that's what they do, interior cleaning, maid service. That is a great referral program. People who are having the house cleaned, the inside of it, frequently, obviously they know that cleaning is important. They see the value in it, so let those people work for you. Say, here's a couple of my cards, here's my social media, the Instagram, the Facebook, Google profile. You can keep it just, you know, as a handshake. Hey, I'll refer you if you refer me. I'll buy you a beer if you do it. Or you can make something more formal. You can draw up a contract. It could be something simple. You can have a lawyer involved if you really want to. For every one you give me, I'll give you, you know, 10% of the profit, whatever it is. I'm just making numbers up, but you can do something like that too. So you don't have to spend the money up front. So if you don't have an advertising budget, there's things you can do. If you haven't met any of these people yet, like I'm saying, like I said, go on Google, find them. Open Google Maps up right now in your local area. Just hit interior maid service, interior cleaning near me. Find one that looks like it's small, where it's got 1 owner, 1 person that works by themselves. Reach out, send them a message. Send them a message on social media if you're a little bit nervous and you just want to say hi. You'll be surprised what small things like that will lead to. So, I'm finished cleaning the back of this house. I already cleaned that side. I gotta go do the side by my truck in the front. 5 more to do today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.